do? I'm going to do a story time. I was randomly thinking about this stuff earlier today. Sometimes I forget about things that happen to me, and I was like, wow, I've been chased around with weapons on multiple occasions when I was under the age of 13, which is like mildly disturbing, if I do say so. So, which story do you want to start with first? I guess I'm going to start with the story, I guess the one that happened when I was the youngest. I think I was like 8 or 9. We had this one neighbor who lived down the road from me. I'll say his mom, I don't think his dad was around. Yeah, I'm really having to go in the memory vault. This fucking kid was trouble though. He was nutso. Like, he'd be really nice sometimes. I think this kid might have bipolar or something along those lines. I'm not gonna try and diagnose him, but like, he was very unstable. That's for sure. So he could be fine, he could be normal, and then he could be highly aggressive. And like, we did not like to be around him when he was being highly aggressive, and he was trying to get us in trouble. And like, I was kind of a goody two shoes as a kid, like, not gonna lie. And this one day he's just hanging out by the sewer, which we used to like to hang out on the sewer grates and just kind of like chill and talk, and I don't know, I guess the sewer was cool. And though we did lose a lot of hockey pucks and balls down there, which is you know, the enemy of living on a hill, and everything just goes right down, whoop, right in those gutters. But, you know, try not to derail too much. Anyway, oh god, what was this fucking kid's name? Was it like Ryan or something? I'm just gonna call him Ryan. Though that might not be his name, but it was so long ago, and like, I don't fuck, this kid probably won't even remember me. I remember his mom was real white trash though, I do remember that. Like, just hollering, that type of thing, like on the front yard hollering at her kid. I don't remember much else about her, but yeah. So I remember one day he was outside hanging out on his, I remember we were on our bicycles, or I was, he was out there hanging out in the sewer, and he had this hatchet. It was sharp. He had this hatchet. He's I remember saying something to him, but I don't remember exactly what I said. And I think I was saying something like kind of worried that he was kind of like swinging this thing around. He goes, oh yeah, he's like, I could hit you guys with it. And I was like, the fuck? And then he kind of like makes a move, and I was kind of closest to him, and I rolled my bike back. That was pretty good with my bicycle. I just kind of kicked back and my bike rolled back, and then he started chasing us with the fucking hatchet. And I was like, what the fuck? Well, I didn't say what the fuck at the time. I was just like freaked the fuck out. I just rode off, and he thought it was funny. He threw the fucking hatchet towards us. I was like, we just went back inside. Like, this kid scared the shit out of me. I just went back inside. I was like, that was the most fucked up thing this kid did to us. And then like next time around he acts like nothing happened. And it's just like, you threw a fucking hatchet at us, dude. Like, what if that thing fucking hit one of us? The hell? Well, first you were chasing us, but you realized we were on bicycles and you couldn't catch us, so you threw it at us. The heck? And then I remember, I guess, I felt like my brother said something to my parents, and my parents are like, yeah, you don't need to be hanging around that trash. And it's like, well, it's kind of hard to avoid the neighbor kid, and he's gonna try and come over. I'm sure my dad said something like, I don't need that fucking nigga on my property. My dad liked to use the word fuck all the time, so that wouldn't surprise me. The second story, I feel like my second and third story are pretty close together, but I want to say this might be 12 or 13, but I couldn't tell you what age exactly for this one. But you know, sometimes on Halloween You get some older kids or like adults that really want to fuck with you and scare you, and it's like, okay, well, there's always gotta be somebody with their fucking chainsaw. But like, most of the time when they do that, they don't have the chain in there, they just have the saw and they're just trying to fuck with you. Oh no, I was going around my neighborhood and I had some asshole with the chainsaw with the fucking chain in it. He wanted to make like, he started chasing me. And I was like, what the hell, dude? He actually scared the shit out of me because he like, at first I was like, oh, okay, this guy's just fucking around, it doesn't have the chain, but then he wanted to prove, so he took the fucking chainsaw to one of the tree branches just to prove to me it had the thing in it, and he comes chasing after me. And I was like, what the hell? I darted him, man. The guy was behind me for a while. I think he just really was getting off on scaring some kids. That one, it's like, okay, I get it. It's funny, like, to scare people occasionally, but he just took it too far because he ran after me for a while, and I didn't like that at all. It's like, okay, I get it. You want to scare somebody, but Jesus. I'm sure he wasn't gonna do anything, but like, that was just one of those, like, okay, that your potential danger is there. Just, you know, like, ooh. That one's just kind of my lesser range, but it was still freaked the shit out of me, because, like, the dude just chased me a little too long. I guess that's more the thing. It's like one thing if you ran out and you hit the tree branch and you just got, like, ran a couple feet. No, this guy ran a good, I would say 1,000 feet after me. And it's like, holy crap, dude. Chase after somebody else. And like, I'm way away from your property now. I don't even know if he lived there. Maybe not. He might have just been hanging out on somebody's property. I don't know. I don't know if that story is that great, but it just sticks with me as far as fitting in the theme of being chased by dangerous objects. The last one was one of our old friends, still one of my sister's friends. I was kind of like friends by proxy at the time. I don't really talk to her anymore. But her brother was well known for attacking people. He was very unstable. He does have bipolar and other mood disorders. He has learning disabilities. He's like very autistic and just, he has a lot of issues. Like, I can understand being frustrated, but this guy would get so aggressive. And like, oh, I was 11. Okay, I remember this now. So yeah, I think the Halloween thing was 13. I was 11. I remember the shirt I was wearing because we took pictures later that day after the mom came home. We were there alone. Her mom hadn't came home from work yet. She lived down the street, like, okay, our house was down the street and she lived down and like just around the corner from us. So we went over there, we were hanging out and we were just kind of laughing. We were watching Pokemon. And her brother comes in and he's yelling about something or going on about something. I guess he wanted us to do something. He had picked up the broom and he was swinging it at his sister at first, and she goes, "Oh my God, stop!" Like, I don't know, I think it was just one of those, like, he wanted attention, and she's like, "I'm gonna tell mom," and then he drops the broom, goes in the kitchen drawer and grabs a butcher knife. He's like, "I'm gonna stab you guys," and she goes, "Oh my God," and we're like, we all just like ran back to her room and like shut the door, and like he's like stabbing at the door with the fucking butcher knife, and it's just like, see, that was a situation where we were like legit scared because her brother was very unstable and he had gotten in trouble multiple times for stabbing people with pencils in our school. So like, even she was like, yeah, I don't trust my brother, like, this could happen. And she's like, it's not the first time I've had to stay in my room until my mom got home. because he threatened to hurt me, and it's just like, ooh. So yeah, I never really was a big fan of her brother. Her brother always made me uncomfortable because he was really unstable, and I had seen him stab somebody with a fucking pencil, like jab it in his fucking shoulder, and the kid had like that lead, well, graphite, stuck in his shoulder from this fucking kid. Oh my god. That, ooh. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know what the fuck my life is sometimes, but yeah, those are my story times of getting chased by people with dangerous objects. I don't know why so many situations. That's a horrifying shit. Anyway, subscribe if you want. I post random shit.